Dear guests, dear colleagues, my name is Niels Aagaard and I'm heading the Department for Civil Engineering at the Technical University of Denmark, which houses research and educational activities within most of the classical civil engineering disciplines like building design, structural engineering, geotechnical engineering, building energy, and indoor climate and building physics. We also houses a set of centers, Center for Arctic Technology, as well as a Center for Advanced Structural and Material Testing. The International Center for Indoor Environment and Energy fits so nicely into this picture, as the discipline handles about the interaction between the building and its users. The inhabitants has become a thoroughly classical discipline over the last couple of decades within civil engineering. Both the exposure and the effect of the exposures. So to gain knowledge from research in an academic environment on the impact of indoor environment on human health is more relevant to society and to all of us than ever. So it's with great pleasure today, but also with a little certain amount of sadness, that it's my duty to hand over the leadership of this International Center of Indoor Environment and Energy from one generation to the next generation. From Bjarne to Associate Professor Pavel Barkowski. So, Bjarne, first I will address you. Thank you so much for an impressive effort as a leader of ICIEE, and your achievement from this position are certainly remarkable. The mission of the center, and I quote, "We strive for human health, comfort and productivity with minimal energy consumption." One cannot say that you have accomplished this mission fully. That wouldn't be human. But you have certainly lived the mission as you walked and brought us all quite a piece of distance further on. Anders Bjarklev, the president of our university, has recently stated, "DTU seems to be one of the highest ranked technical universities in Europe, recognized internationally for its excellence in research, for its success in the transfer of knowledge and technology from laboratories to the marketplace, for its scientific advices to authorities and industries, and for research-based and cross-disciplinary programs within Bachelor Engineering, Bachelor of Science, and Master of Science programs. Within the field of indoor climate, you have in your leadership of the center contributed significantly to this. Not just at an European level, but thoroughly on an international level on the highest attitude. So you have been able to establish and maintain contact with so many interesting and important people, researchers and research environments, and stakeholders in general around the globe. You took over the management in 2004 at a time when the center was well established and already well known in the research society. You have managed to develop our relations with excellence research groups at Berkeley, Penn State, Waseda, Japan, Tsinghua in China, just to mention a few, and you can be proud of this achievement. As you told us earlier this afternoon, you're not retiring. I'll wait and see. On 1st of July, as you mentioned, shortly after the next annual ASRAE meeting, conference in California, you're supposed to take over the honorable position as president-elect of ASRAE. Thank you for giving us insight into your ideas of that presidency. Not every president nowadays seems to be such predictable. Although it's a little too early to celebrate this. We are honored by the opportunity to have such a direct contact to a worldwide industrial society. Even though you might be traveling around most of your time, adding numbers to the list of countries, we expect you to be around on this campus now and then for good advices and to share ideas. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, Pavel. So you are the next generation. Congratulations. With a new position, it's indeed a trusted task that you take over, as it is of great importance to many of us to be visible and recognized in what we are doing. The Center is a research and dissemination organization, you might say. The focus activities of the Center in the future will be on disseminating knowledge and research results from DTU and from elsewhere, within, of course, the areas specified under our mission. Primarily on the international scene, but also on a national scene, including activities like, and they are to be detailed, and we will do that together, of course, building networks and important contacts to the industry, set up workshops, seminars like this one, in order to strengthen the cohesion among scientists in the Center and in the network around the Center. Chair meetings in the Center committee, primarily comprising of a group of industry sponsors, and then to establish collaboration with leading peers in an international research group. You have been us for almost 20 years, I think. I'm not quite sure about the exact time span, but longer, okay. And as a scholar and researcher at our department, you are acknowledged by your colleagues and management. In a wide sense, you look young and full of energy, but don't make any mistake. You are definitely very experienced, and I'm pretty sure that you are well prepared and well suited for the position and the obvious choice to take over from Bjarne. The section of indoor climate and building physics at the department headed by Georg Clausen will, as a holder of resources, of course, work together with you on this tremendous task. However, the task is not as heavy as it might seem in the first place, simply because you're supported from a big and talented group of colleagues and researchers in our network. So keep up the good work, and I wish you all the best luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was the new management. Sorry.
Well, anyway, we know that Bjarne is not retiring, but since he will be traveling a lot, so we have a gift for him anyway. So this is a gift from our group to keep up the good humor and come back to us from time to time and share your experience from your travels. Thank you, Bjarne.
Thank you. Well, I cannot travel with the champagne.
This is the point. You should come back and drink it with us.
Here in Denmark.
This is the point. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.